Hey YouTube, what's going on? Hiker Dave. I've been running into this all day. Trees down back there. There was a huge tree down. This is, I think, the fifth obstruction I've had to go around. So I'm out here hiking Miles Standish State Forest in southeastern Massachusetts. And have learned recently about some things about hypothermia that I didn't know before. And the effects of it and what it does. That shivering, that violent, uncontrollable shivering that you get when you're really, really cold is right there. You are on the line of starting to make bad decisions, dangerous decisions. And listening to David Paulides' podcast, he mentions about missing hikers or missing people in the national forests, where they find that they're searching for this person, and they find their clothes neatly folded next to their boots, neatly propped, so next to each other, pants and shirt folded, and that, from what I'm learning now, is actually when you're hypothermic, one of the stages is you start to burn up. You feel really, really hot, and that's an example of one of the bad decisions you make. Once you cross over to that hypothermic state, your decisions, it just doesn't make sense. So, I understand that does sound awfully strange, folded clothes, but I'm not trying to dispute David Paulides or anything like that at all. It's just from things that I'm learning about hypothermia. And I think that for me, it's one of the top 5 things I prepare for. On every single hike, I carry a knife. Actually multiple, I carry 4 knives, but knife, water, fire starting materials, and clothing. Your clothing is key. That's shelter, that's considered shelter. Once your clothes get wet from sweating, or in the rain, if you fall through the ice, or if you make a river crossing and you get wet, and it's freezing, that's what kills you. You can sit next to a fire with your soaking wet clothes on and still die of hypothermia. You've got to get those clothes off. And, at any cost, get the wet clothes off. So, back to David Paulides. It's a phenomena, I think that's how you pronounce that with the folded clothes thing. And I can't believe that I had watched a video from Rat and Cat. And he was doing some research into hypothermia and its effects, and it's common that people were found where they had gone miles and miles and their shoes are missing and socks, and yet when they find the body, there's no damage to the feet, to the soles. It's like, well, how did this person get this far? Well, again, it's another bad decision that is made. You people will crawl and burrow and maybe try to burrow underneath a fallen log or a fallen tree. So then you can see someone that could travel that far, and when they find the victim, their feet are perfectly clean because they've been crawling. So it's something interesting I just learned, and I wanted to pass it along. I mean, it's still some really weird, creepy stuff going on with all the missing hikers all over the country in these state forests, but that's just something that kind of eased my mind a little bit, knowing that you get the visual. If you're a hiker, something grabs you, takes your clothes off and folds them and puts your boots neatly next to your clothes, and then throws you over your shoulder and takes you up into the mothership. I don't know, but just a little tidbit of knowledge on hypothermia. I plan on doing some more. I'd really like to know more about it, just because it is deadly. For me personally, it's one of the things I prepare for the most when I hike is weather in my clothing. All right, guys, thank you for clicking on. I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one.